The investigative process used by the Southwest Ghost Hunters Association is designed to reduce, if not eliminate, investigator bias and to collect reliable data on reportedly haunted locations for future research. The process has several different phases, each with its own steps, which must be completed fully in order to obtain usable data. The purpose of this video is to guide SGHA investigators through each of the phases and the steps that are involved. This video only covers the basic steps involved in the process. For a more comprehensive, detailed view, please refer to our standard operating procedures. The first phase is comprised of 4 parts. Each of these parts is designed to gather a particular set of variables from a suspected haunted location. It is especially important that the information from each step is not shared with any of the investigators involved in the future steps until the case review is finished. This is to eliminate investigator bias. Now, the first part of the first phase is called the initial survey, and this is a process that enables us to establish baseline data, conduct interviews, map out the location for a future investigation. It also serves the purpose of providing public relations and PR work for the location. One of the things that happens whenever you want to do a ghost hunt at a location is the people there are going to be very interested in what's happening, and they're going to want to attend the ghost hunt. The problem is when you get too many people, it quickly becomes a circus and your folks are not going to be able to focus on the task at hand. And this is the reason why there is actually an unofficial ghost hunt during the initial survey, so that you can actually show the owners, the people that are interested, what we do, and help establish that relationship that we'll need further on down the road. Now, the first step of the initial survey is to map out the haunted location on graph paper. One must move around the outside and get a measurement of the entire area. This will aid in establishing a proper scale to the map being created. Each square on the graph paper should have an equal to a certain distance, which will help you determine the parameters of the investigation area. And once we have that down, you can get the scale of each room, more or less. Now, it doesn't have to be exact, but the map has to be readable and understandable by anybody coming in on a future endeavor. Once you're done with the outside, you then move into the interior of the area. If the location is a building, carefully note where the location of all rooms and corridors are, also where power comes into the building. We also want to pay attention to any mechanical areas that may give off electromagnetic, electrical, and static fields. Once the mapping of the area is successfully completed, the investigators then begin conducting interviews with people that had experiences. Now, each of the experiences that people reported are going to be marked on the map in their approximate location using a alphanumeric system. For example, on the map here you can see S1. That would be, S stands for sighting 1, sighting 2, sighting 3, and it follows through. So we have every incident basically marked on the map itself. Now, the best method is to physically have the witness return with the team to the place where the incident occurred and have them show you what happened. Ideally, all interviews should be recorded on video whenever possible, taking care to include both the areas where the events took place and the witness as he or she tells the event. This also helps a lot with transcribing everything onto the key. Now, what the key is a separate sheet of paper that has the actual key to those numbers. S1 equals apparition seen and what that apparition supposedly was doing. So we're going to have 2 pieces of paper, the key and the actual map. Another good thing that happens while you have the video camera out is to actually kind of do the initial survey with a video camera. And the way to do this is to kind of go through the location like you're giving a video tour of the building itself. And here's an example of a video initial survey to give you an idea of what we're talking about.
Okay, this is the our area where the phenomenon is occurring. All quiet now. Okay, this is the area of the bar, and these are where Buck's windows would be. He's the one who's had the window drawers and things open in his room and all that. The stairs would connect into this area here. Okay, this is the alley side view of the Valverde. This is the window into the basement right here. Just kind of giving a general layout. This is going to be the western end. Moving this way, we have the street level right over here. Okay, now this is going to be the back corner. This is the second dining room, the one they use for parties and such. Just showing it is on the northwest corner, and that's been one of the hotbeds besides the basement where we've had people talking about things. Now up here on the second floor, these are all rented out apartments. Okay, here's the south face. Once again, we're looking at the dining room. South face, sorry, excuse me, this is the north face. And looking around like this way, we have the back. The bar is located in this area right here. And the rest, of course, the top is all apartments, and I want to go up there next. Okay, this is the door on the other side coming up the staircase. And give you the idea, we're going this way. You need to be going downstairs if you're on the wall right now. And this is Odin's, or Buck McComb's, second room. Each apartment is composed of 2 old hotel rooms. And so you can see his room comes back.
Now, after you've completed your initial survey, this is when you would actually start the ghost hunt of the location. Now, one of the things you'll notice during the ghost hunt, we do record information taken during the ghost hunt of the initial survey. Now, those are just used alphabetical symbols to represent what's going on. For example, on the map you see various letters on here, and so you're going to have a different key for that as well. So, say for example, A on this map is another apparitional sighting, or more commonly, we got a reading here, or if I felt something like I felt I was being watched or something like that, you would want to include all that. Now, one of the reasons this ghost hunt is important, other than for the dog and pony show for the owners and whatnot, is you're also trying to convince the state coordinator that this place needs to be investigated. So, by providing additional information during your mini little ghost hunt, it helps him make that decision based on what you find. Now, the thing is, with these ghost hunts on the initial surveys, there are no scientific control protocols. What that means is that none of it is really going to be able to be used as tangible data later on in the investigative process, but you can be more liberal with what you're looking for. Like I said, if you have a weird feeling, you can actually put that if you really think this is honestly something that's tangible, and then that kind of helps iron everything out a little bit.